Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Right, you're probably thinking, what on earth is this? Right, I want to show you a very, let me just zoom out a little bit. A very easy pattern, all in one, to make a baby bootie. You will need to make this shape and it will turn into this shape. This is for a 0 to 3 months. And you can improvise this pattern really to any size that you want. This measures just under, should I say, 3.5. And it's worked in this manner. Now you can use any yarn and any hook, bar the bulky, I would say. You can use a number 4 for this even. I've used a number 3. And to make up this pattern, it's very easy. It's all single crochet, and I've added a single crochet row around the edge. You don't need to if you don't want to, and it's an all-in-one piece. And this is just a really simple take, not to count so many stitches. It's only 1 stitch to know for the entire pattern, for the entire shoe and the actual row that you do at the top. If you're not using DK yarn, or your tension is different, lightweight yarn, sorry, number 3, or your tension is different, all you need to establish is 9 centimeters here, 9.5, 9 centimeters, depending on what you want to choose. If you want to make a bigger baby bootie, say 3 to 6 months, then get the sole measurement, the standard sole measurements that we have for baby shoes, and you can go up to 11, 12. I suppose you could go straight up to adult, but I have made a pattern that I think is perfect for a 0 to 3. So all we've got is 6 rows here. You need to establish 3.5 centimeters. So you need to be 9 centimeters here. This needs to be 3.5 centimeters. This little bit needs to be 2.5 centimeters, and then we're back to 3.5 centimeters. So that will then form the shoe, and all we're doing is tying up the end, working across here and across here. It's an all-in-one, very easy for beginners, great ones to rustle up. I can't seem to find my little plastic shoe horns that a lot of ladies have asked me, where do I get them from? And I've searched every box, and can I find them? No, I can't. So I'm going to show you how to make this. I've got this in this little putty beige, like a putty colour. So this is the shape that we need to make. I've made one. They are both exactly the same. So let's begin. They're great for hospitals as well. You will need scissors. You will also need a needle for your ends, and get your measuring tape if you want to just make sure that your tension is right. Just before I begin, I chained 16 chains, okay, on a lightweight yarn number 3 with a 3.5mm crochet hook. If you want to use a 4, you can use a 4 with 16 chains if you just want it to be a little bit more roomy. This is dead on 9 centimeters. If you want 9.5, go for a 4mm crochet hook, okay? And that's what we're going to create. So where is my little hook? My hook that has been with me for such a long time. It's my shoe hook. Can you see what state this is in? It's all warped. It's been with me right from the beginning. I've got so many nice hooks, but I keep going back to this one. Anyway, single crochet is all you need to know with this. And I will go as slow as I can. If I'm still going too fast, please do slow me down. So do your slip knot how you do your slip knot. This is how I do mine. Just move this aside. And chain 16. I've only made this pattern for a 0 to 3, but like I said, you can change it up. I would just improvise, find out what the sole measurement is, like I said, for a 3 to 6, and then work it to that length, and then go up 3.5 centimeters. You still should be okay for the 3 to 6. Anything larger than this may need to be 4. Okay, so this, because this bit here is going to be the side as well as bit of the bottom, if that makes sense. Okay, right, did I do 16? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Right, what you want to do is go into the second, not this one on the hook, not that one there, go to the second chain and do a single crochet. And to do that, pop your hook in, pull up a loop, pull through 2. And this is the only stitch you need for the entire pattern. Go in, pull up a loop, pull through 2. That's your single crochet, and you will end up with 15 single crochets. I just wanted to try something different. I usually make a sole and then work the bootie upwards, and I thought, well, let's give this one a go, see what it comes up with. And here we are. Right, 15 single crochets. You want to chain 1 and flip your work. Go into the very first chain here, pull up a loop and pull through 2. That's a single crochet. 15 single crochets again, and this is row 2. I'll stay with you because it's not a very big item. So remember, this is your last one here, so go into there, 15 single crochets. So now we have 2 rows of single crochets. We need to do 4 more. So chain 1 and start from the very first stitch and keep doing your single crochet rows. 15 single crochets on each row. I'm just going to pick up a little bit more speed here because I don't know how to fast forward or do any of that editing business still. I do need to get my son to show me this stuff, but he's so busy with school, I don't really want to bother him just yet. Okay, row 4, chain 1, single crochet row again. That's my 4th row. We'll have 6 rows in no time. You can either pause me here and do your 6 rows or keep me running in the background. It's entirely up to you. Row 5. And chain 1 and 1 more row. If you ever forget, these little strips that we form, that's 2 single crochets, 2 single crochets, that's half of the next one. So you get these little ridges with the single crochet. And this is my 6th row. This bit forms the half of the height of the shoe and the base of the shoe. Okay, now I know my measurements because I've already measured them. So at this point, just make sure you've got 6 single crochet rows on 16 chains with a 3.5, okay, on a lightweight yarn. You need to establish that that's about 9 or just under 9. It doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, it's a soft shoe, they can stretch, and this height should be 3.5 centimeters. Okay, once you've got that, if you haven't got that, then either go up a hook size, okay, to 4mm. Chain 1, flip your work, and we did 16, so we are now going to work half the length. So there are 15 single crochets here now, but that's fine. We will continue. We chain 16, so work half of them, so that will be 8. Don't worry that there's 7 left over, that's fine, that's where the ankle goes in. So go into the first one, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. That's your first row. Chain 1, turn your work. Row 2, 8 single crochets. Row 2 of this bit, sorry, not row 2 here, row 2 of this little bit that we're doing. So we've got two rows of 8 single crochet, chain 1, go in again, another row, row number 3, 8 single crochets, chain 1, flip your work every time, and then go into the very first one. Row 4, okay, and one more. Chain 1, flip your work and do your single crochet row. Now again, if you've done 5 rows and you think, it's not really measuring 2.5, it's measuring a little bit more, a little bit less, do not worry, just do your 5 rows. So I've done my 5 rows of 8 single crochet. Now we want to form the other part of this little U shape. So we worked 8, we're going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And then we will go into the second chain, not this one, this one. Do your single crochet. We should have 7 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Turn your work because we are going to attach this way. Okay, so go into this one here. So we've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So we have 15 in total now, as we've had on this side. So that's row 1. We need to do 5 more rows. So chain 1 and flip your work, go into the first stitch, and do your 15 double crochets. This is row 2 of this side now. Make sure it is 15. Work this little one on the end. Here we go. Chain 1, flip your work, go into the very first one. Row 3, and it's 15 double crochets again. Chain 1, flip your work, 15 double crochets again. Chain 1, flip your work again. Nearly there. While I'm just doing this row, I'm just going to say it's a very simple but plain shoe, right? So you can attach whatever you need to do, bow, flowers, okay? You can put a little cord around it. Maybe you can do a single crochet cuff around the top. But if you just want to make a very simple first project shoe for a little baby, this one's to go for. So 2, 4, 5, 1 more, and we're done. So whatever you've done on that side, got 5 rows. They'll look different, that's fine. 1, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Right, so when you get to the end of this, chain 1 and cut your yarn. Okay, just a little bit. Now there's no right or wrong because it's a single crochet, but I will lay my work like this. Grab some more of this yarn and cut a fair amount because we want to make the edge and then we want to work across and then down. Okay, so have a little bit extra. Grab your needle. Look, which I'm left-handed. I crochet with my right, but I use the needle in my left. Yep, so I'm just going to pick up right in the corner. There's no set way of doing this, just in and out towards the top, as close to the top as you can. So going in and then back out, in and then back out. Okay, so come to the end here, right? Pull the yarn through, leave about this much, okay? Because what I want you to do now is by using these two, just make a knot. That will pull this completely together. You should have no space in between if you're doing it this way. Make a knot, pull it really tight. One more. And one more. You can see there's no space, okay? So keeping it this way with all your yarns on the outside, we are now going to stitch across here and up here. So leave the little tail here. Now again, I don't want you to be absolutely perfect with this. It's fine. If you want to, you can. Because when you make this knot here, what you need to establish that these two are perfectly together, okay? We don't want it like this, okay? Because if you're busy doing the stitches as how you think they are, but then this is out, then that's no good. So just put these two together. It is the sole, it will make no difference. Okay, let's go halfway. So there's my longer. Just pick up the first stitch that you can see. And then use this stitch, I think it's called the whip stitch. Hold both of them together. And just paste them out nicely. It doesn't matter if they're not going into the same stitches, if that makes sense. I don't want you to over worry about these things. Okay, always keep checking that these two are perfectly together. Sometimes it can go a bit sort of while you're working. Do a couple and then come back and make sure this is straight. You don't have to pull it too hard. If you do, you can just, I'll show you in a minute. Let's get to the end here. Okay, now before we carry on here, like I said, just give it a little bit of a tug if you have pulled. You should have these two little edges here. Just tie a knot. It's all on the inside, do not worry, do not fuss. Just cut it off, it's no biggie. Now we want to make sure that these two are aligned. Just go up to the corner because we stopped. Okay, and then using both of the pieces, just work up. Probably get 3 or 4 stitches in here. It's only a small shoe. When you get to the end, I always find just split your work, and then you want to get to this very top one. Okay, go back in again. Then I always run down a little bit again, make a knot, and you can just go in a couple of times and you're done. Okay, chop off that yarn, chop off this one, no need for that one, and turn it inside out, and we have a gorgeous little shoe. Very tiny. 0 to 3 months this is perfect for. Now, like I said, so that's where we've joined. That was the seam there. That was where we did the knot, and then we've worked up the side. Now, if you want a bit more height on your shoe, you can either leave it here, just give it a little, this is all nice and neat, nice shape. Okay, now if you want, you can do what I've done here, and that's just a single crochet row, or you can leave them plain. I think they look better with a single crochet row, just adds a bit more of a neatness to the edge, but you don't have to, and it also gives you a bit more of a tightness around the ankle. It's entirely up to you. I'll leave that choice to you. It won't take long. I'm just checking the video time. It won't take long. There is no real method to this either. Again, just pop your hook through where you can see from behind. Grab your yarn. You can do it in another colour as well if you like. Chain 1 and then go into the same stitch and do a single crochet. Okay, follow along in each stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll leave that to the back now. 7. So working across here now. 8. 1 in each. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then go up the side. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, should be 20, 20. That's where we made the knot, so don't worry about that. Just go straight into the first single crochet there and do a slip stitch, chain 1 and cut your yarn. And that's how you would do the single crochet row. Gives a bit more of a, there's that little bit there. Make sure you cut that off. Grab your needle. Oh, behave. Why is it when you always come to the last bit, things start getting a bit... Right, okay, and then all you need to do is either you can go down or go across. It's a single crochet, so it's a pretty tight stitch. A couple of times. Just to secure in that end, and we are done. How cute are these? Bye guys. I haven't got one of those shoes so they look like little sausages, but they're not. By the time the baby's foot's in there, they will spread out like this. Okay. And yeah, so I've only managed to work up a pattern for 0 to 3 at the moment, and but like I said, the method is in this, so I knew that a 0 to 3 is going to be 9 centimeters. Okay, and taking the height into account and the half of the sole, I did 3.5 centimeters here, which made me do 6 single crochet rows. I need 2.5 here. I could have done with 4, but I gave it the extra. That's should be around 2.5, and then 6 rows. Then you fold your work together like I showed you. Put the yarn through there first, make a knot tight into a little thing, and then work across here and here, and then add your single crochet row. Right, these are my little cute little booties. Hope you like this tutorial, guys. I'm just checking. Oh gosh, 25 minutes. I think booties and things like that do take a little bit of time. And so yeah, really, really cute. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for your support. Thanks for subscribing. And please do like and share this to anyone who you think might like to make these. Take care, and I'll see you soon. I think, oh yes, what do I have? I have some Mary Janes coming up, 6 to 9 months. Because I've got a pair already, which are quite popular. I think they're in the red. They're 0 to 3 and can be improvised to 3 to 6. But this one is 6 to 9. You probably could stretch it to 12, depending on the baby's foot. But these are the 0 to 3 little cuties. All right, guys, I'll see you very soon.